Chip here, XRP Minute Slice of Life video. So I'm up here in West Palm Beach, Florida, United States of America, and just passing some time. I'm actually on jury duty waiting to be called, and I'm taking a break from the courthouse. And yeah, so it's a little windy. I'm kind of crouched down on a little bench here out on a pier, which is moving right now because we got a little bit of water hitting us. So there you go. And let's take a look here. Can we take a look? Let's look around here. Okay, so yeah, so right behind me over here, you will notice that, wow, the dock is moving. The pier is moving a little bit. And so right directly behind me, this is the waterfront of West Palm Beach, directly behind me there, if you notice that. I'm out on the pier. And over here behind me, you will see, right there, yeah, right there. That's the marina. That's where everybody parks their big old yachts and all that fun stuff, which is fantastic. And then right behind me over there, I don't know if you guys can see that in the distance over there. Right behind me, right over there, let me see, right there, that is you can go past, That is the Breakers Hotel in Palm Beach. You see Palm Beach right over there. You see this nice gentleman walking his dog. Dogs love to walk on piers and the water. So I was doing this video because obviously I only have 400 and some subs, and you know YouTube passed a new rule that you are unable to do any sort of live streaming, which I wanted to go live, but I'm unable to because I only have 400 subs. You gotta have 1,000 to actually hit that mark. So if you notice too, you will notice that I also have horizontal video. Oh yeah, it's horizontal. Why do we use horizontal? Because you can take in all this, right? All this is all the stuff you can see on both sides. So I'm just gonna walk up a little bit. We'll just let this roll for a little bit, but you can see the marina back there, beautiful. It's a beautiful day, a little bit of cloud in the sky, a little bit, but not too bad. Quite honestly, not too bad at all. It's not too bad. And why can't I reverse this camera? I'm not sure, but anyway, walking along here, stepping up. And now I'm heading over to the seaside, land side, I should say. And I'm gonna walk down a little bit of the street here, and I wish I could turn this puppy around, but I do not see the little thing to turn it around on. You can see right down here, guys, check this out. You can see some jet skis right here. Dude's about ready to take off on a jet ski. Looks like fun. That's where I'd rather be right now, to be honest with you. So he's getting ready to go ahead and go up and down the Intracoastal. This is the Intracoastal on the other side of Palm Beach over there is where we actually have the, it's actually where the ocean is. So got this long strip that goes up and down right over here. And let's see. So yeah, just walking. This is the main thoroughfare right here. I'm gonna flip this around in a second here. Gotta wait for some traffic to go by here. So yeah, sorry guys, a little bit windy outside, so we'll have to deal with that. Hope it's not too distracting, but yeah. Here we are walking along. Boy, this backpack's getting hot here. Walking along, this is Bradley's. So the Bradley's used to be on Palm Beach. When it was on Palm Beach, it was like really nice attire. You couldn't go in there without a jacket. It was on Palm Beach. It was a small little place. And then probably maybe 10, 15 years ago, maybe longer, I don't know, maybe it was 20 years ago, but they moved Bradley's over to right on the waterfront. And it became more of like a casual type of place. They closed it down. I guess the rent was too expensive over there, so they basically closed it down. They put it right here. So this is Bradley's. It was a really fun little club when it was over on Palm Beach. It was like, you know, a lot of locals would go there. You know, you put a jacket on, put a tie on, go have a couple drinks. It was a lot of fun, but this is Bradley's now. Bradley's has gone very soft, very casual. And then we got the main thoroughfare coming up over here. You can see over here, it's nice, really weird. It's a nice day out. There's not too many people out and about, which is weird, but here we go. So you see a lot of older buildings. When I say old, I'm talking about probably, I don't know, 60 years ago, 50 years ago, 100. I mean, we're not talking about a long time ago, but here we go. It's a nice little park right here. And again, they had Sunfest down here last week, so they're probably doing some cleanup. This is probably one of the stages that they had set up here. Got these bikes you can just grab and ride. Just kind of fun. It's a Spanish tapas bar right over there. And then what else do we have? We're walking around. This reminds me of Pepe walking around when Pepe was doing his little gig and walking around town. And so yeah, we're coming up on a bunch of restaurants and places, cool places to sort of eat. Of course, I gotta go find a place really in a few moments here. Got a dude over there in a chili pepper shirt. We always like to see that. And yeah, so this is, the courthouse isn't too far away from here. And I gotta tell you, it's pretty hot out here. I don't know the temperature, but it was not a good idea to wear a long sleeve shirt today. That much I'm pretty sure about. So anyway, just wanted to sort of give you a little bit of slice of life about, you know, where I live, where I'm from, what I do, all that kind of stuff. I was gonna go head over to the Harris's Music Loft and check that place out over there, but Lenora's, what kind of food you guys have here?
Italian.
Italian?
Yes.
What, is it good?
Very good.
Be honest, is it good?
Honestly.
She says it's good. I might have to come back and get some of this.
I think you should.
Do you guys have that lemon chicken? What's that one called? The lemon deal?
On the dinner?
Yeah, it's probably on the dinner menu. It's some sort of a...
Brunch.
Guys, I'm just checking to see what kind of food I'm gonna get here. So what do you, it's like a lemon chicken. I forget what it's called, but it's good.
Pollo Frances.
Frances, that's what you guys call it, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's the dinner menu only though?
Yeah, or you can get it for lunch, but you can, it'll be the same price.
That sounds good. Thank you very much. All right, guys, so yeah, it's my favorite dish. It's not really, it's a lemony dish. It's kind of nice. Look at, you know, it's got a quaint little sort of atmosphere down here, which is nice. These are the older buildings. When I say old, I'm talking about 50, 60 years old, maybe, tops. Place over there. It's like a little, yeah, I got a bunch of little pubs here and whatnot that we're looking at. There's the Sunfest adverts from last weekend. So, what else we have? The pizza place over there, a little bit of pizza. Yeah, pizza, yeah. What do we have here? Batch New Southern Kitchen, which is, oh, I love Southern food, so this looks pretty good too. Check that place out. Nice, well lit in there. Got the old bulbs in there. It's pretty nice, yeah. That's decent, right? And there is a healthy place up here, which is like a Mediterranean, which I probably will get. We actually have one very close to my house, Duffy's. This is it's a local chain down here, just a sports grill. Always got some sports going on in the background on all the TVs. And of course, lots of beer and alcohol, as you can imagine. And more beer and wine across the street, a liquor store. If you had to buy something, Nico's Pizza, a great pizza establishment right there. And it's starting to thin out a little bit. We got Kabuki's across the street, which also could be a good option for me today. Don't know. Possibly PNC Bank. Banks. What are banks anyway? What will banks become? What are they exactly? I don't know. Banks are dinosaurs, right? We love banks right now because they use the XRP, which is gonna be sweet. Here's a cool truck over here. That's how we do it in the States. Everyone's got one of these big bad boys right there. You see that? I don't know what that is, but that's the original nicotine toothpick. I'm not sure what that is, but apparently you put it's got nicotine in it, you suck on it. I'm not sure, but it's got some nice graphics on it. Smart Crypto Cafe. Huh, what's this all about? Crypto Cafe, check that out. I don't even know what this is. Let me go in here. Is it even open? Crypto Cafe, let me look in here. Holy cow, that's nice. Whew. Crypto Cafe. Yes, I'd like to buy some crypto. How's it going, man? What's up with the Crypto Cafe? What's up with the crypto? Say hello. I'm just doing a little thing for my YouTube channel. What's your name? Rick. Hey, Rick. So tell me a little about the Crypto Cafe. What do we have here?
Well,
what is?
Well, we have a cafe that have a crypto theme.
Okay.
We accept cryptocurrency. We accept all kind of.
What kind of crypto do you guys accept here?
As long as it's on an exchange where we could dump it, because we consider majority
Okay.
of coin. We consider majority of coin shitcoins.
Uh-oh. How about XRP? Because that's what I'm into. XRP.
XRP. This is where we buy XRP.
Uh-oh. This is not good, guys. This is not a good sign right here. This is not a good sign.
XRP is a gimmick.
Uh-oh.
XRP is pretending to be a cryptocurrency.
How is it pretending to be a cryptocurrency?
It's actually a bank, just like Bank of America.
How is it a bank, though?
Right. The innovation of Bitcoin is its decentralization.
Okay, but you saw what happened with on Binance, right? With CZ
Right.
and Binance, and what just happened there?
Right. They
Right.
got attacked.
It got attacked, but also CZ was looking at rolling that possibly back. You can never.
No, that's bullshit. CZ
but
don't know what he's talking
But you
about.
can roll it back though.
You cannot.
You can roll it back.
No, CZ, obviously CZ don't know what he's talking about.
But he was looking at possibly rolling it back, and that is an option.
Right, but he doesn't know what he's talking about. Obviously CZ doesn't know what the blockchain is. The blockchain, you cannot reverse the transaction in the blockchain.
Well, you can with Bitcoin. You could roll it back and go back to when that. So,
Negative.
so here's the other thing. Where are most coins mined right now? Where are they mined? And what controls more than 50% of the mining right now? It's in China.
Mining is distributed throughout the world.
No, but all of it's more than 50% of it's happening in China.
Right, but how do you know that's true? Yes, there's a large amount.
Oh,
of
we
miners.
know it's
Right.
true because
there's
we can
a large
track
amount
it.
of miners that's located in certain places, but that doesn't mean anything.
Okay, so here's the other thing. So I was an original Bitcoin guy, right? And bought my first Bitcoin in 2012, 2013, and I still own some Bitcoin. Not saying, it's a bad thing, but here's the difference. For me, I look at it like this, is that if I can take your Bitcoin, transfer it to XRP, move it in 4 seconds, and then back to fiat wherever you'd like, you guys can't do that. Not even on Lightning you can do that.
Bitcoin has gotten better. It used to be slow because government entities and bad players were spamming the network.
Right.
At the rate they were spamming the network, they were spending $33 million a day. They just stopped spamming the network.
Yeah.
That's why your transaction fees was like $36 like a year and a half ago.
True.
Now it's 2 cents to
But
make
can
it
you
$500.
can you move $100 million from Miami to Tokyo, convert it to take the fiat, which is the US currency, convert it to XRP, send that across to Tokyo 4 seconds and convert it back to yen in 4 seconds. Can you do true
I'll tell you
remittance?
what you can do. You can make a $500 million transaction on a Sunday night for 2 cents on the blockchain with Bitcoin.
With Bitcoin, you can do that. $500 million. And how long will that transaction take?
Well, if you wanted to go faster, go ahead and pay $5 or $20 if you have $500 million.
True, but what if you want it there in 4 seconds?
Pay a little extra.
Right. Well, I'll pay less than pennies, less than a penny, a couple drops, which would be the equivalent of like 1/10 of a cent. So, and the other thing too is like you're looking at all this stuff. So gaming's moving there. You saw that that Ripple's gaming arm just invested $100 million for coders.
I'm not aware of it.
Yeah, so they just invested $100 million. But here's the thing, they're not saying you got to use XRP. What they're saying is we want it to succeed on the blockchain.
Right. XRP is a whole bunch of guys that print their own money, they give it to their friends, and that's what XRP is.
Well, it's not because it is decentralized. If Ripple, the company, were to go...
XRP is not decentralized. XRP is a
It is
centralized piece of garbage.
decentralized. No, it's decentralized. Why is it decentralized? Because they do not control it. It is proof of work, which is what Bitcoin is, versus proof of stake. You have validator nodes that validate what happens on the blockchain, yeah?
Okay.
So-
I know enough about XRP to understand.
Right, but I
that
think
it's-
you're misinformed to some degree. I understand. Listen,
No,
I was a Bitcoin maxi guy. I know. That's how I came to it. And the guy that introduced...
I hold XRP just to dump the shit. I know what it is. I'm only holding different cryptocurrency to dump them. I know they're useless. The real innovation is Bitcoin.
But what's the use case? The use case, I just explained
Okay,
the use
here's
case
your
of moving
case.
money for
Here's
4
your use
seconds.
case for Bitcoin. You see how banks only provide financial services to people in countries they like?
Yeah.
With Bitcoin, everybody have financial services now on the most secure network known to man.
Okay.
And that means a mother in Kenya could start making her little wooden ring and access the world in a financial platform that's more secure than anything that we ever encountered.
But you know that a single mom who's got 2 kids to support, who would normally go to a check cashing store, would end up paying for a $500 check, would end up paying like a $25 fee, where if she had a wallet. So one of the greatest use cases for XRP is the option for the unbanked, right? Because there's tons of people around the world that are unbanked. Even in the US, there's unbanked people, right? That's why they have, what's up? You're one of them. Okay, so here's an unbanked right here. So that was one of the greatest use cases. The greatest use case of it, yeah, people call it a banker's coin. You can call it what you want. You can call it a banker's coin, but then why is Western Union using it? Why is RIA using it? Why are these places that move the most money in the world using it? They're not banks.
Western Union is no different than any other bank.
Right, but what's the use case for Bitcoin is it's the name brand, right?
No,
it's been around. There's no use case for it.
The use case for Bitcoin is it's decentralization of it.
But how is it decentralized? You can do a 51% attack. You can't do any 51%. You can't do a 51% attack.
Here's the thing. There's coins that had a 51% attack, and nothing happened to the coin. So that means that we have no idea. Even if theoretically you can make a 51% attack on the Bitcoin network, but in practice it's damn near impossible.
Right. But what I'm saying is that with XRP, like the use case of it, I mean, I just showed you gaming, right? So there's a lot of different things to be invested. So,
okay. The only use case for XRP is to pump and dump.
So we demonstrated, myself and a bunch of people around the world. You guys had the XRP. You guys had the lightning torch. Remember that thing? It was extinguished pretty fast, right? Because you didn't have liquidity on.
Lightning network we actually run a lightning.
But you didn't have liquidity on both sides, so it died. So the one that we.
Lightning network is pretty strong.
Right. But I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about? The torch went out pretty fast. We started the torch, it's still going. It's somewhere over in Europe right now. So we had a couple drops to that. We had one XRP and it continues to go. So that's why I'm saying I could send right now with my wallet, could send you XRP, 4 seconds, you have the transaction. Go ahead and send me a couple drops of Bitcoin.
Let me explain something to you. Just because Bitcoin.
What's that?
Just because. Okay.
Right on. So so you're an XRP. You got XRP, right? You're holding XRP. All right, so this gentleman's making a great point. He's made more money. I don't know if you can pick up the sound, but he's made more money with XRP buying it and trading it than any other coin. Well, Tron's a good one too. I like Tron project a lot too. I like Tron.
But they're still useless.
But what do you mean useless? They actually have use cases. What about VeChain? VeChain just did partnership with BMW. How do you say they're useless, man? I understand you're a BTC maxi.
No, check this out.
I'm checking it out.
Everything these coins claim to have done or wants to do, we can do it right now with regular computers. We have the computing power to do exactly what's on there.
Yeah, but what about mine? So.
Sticking the name blockchain in.
So Ethereum, Vitalik, right? So Vitalik, he was going to go work for. He had a job lined up to go work at Ripple. Unfortunately, he didn't. He was in Canada, so he didn't get his papers. So he was unable to do the work visa. So he ended up, he founded Ethereum, right? So even Vitalik has said the whole idea and what they're changing over Ethereum from proof of work, which is the way you validate right now transactions on BTC, on the blockchain, versus proof of stake, which is what Ethereum's going to, which is what XRP is, right? So once that's released, but the company can go away tomorrow, and it doesn't exist anymore.
This technology before. Proof of stake is not new.
I'm not saying it's new, but it's a better option as far as the validation. Well, it makes it faster. Once Cobalt comes out, it'll be 1 second. 1 second to move $100 million.
When the internet came out, it's too slow, it won't scale. It did. Everybody, look what you're doing right now. You're doing it on the internet.
What's that?
Look what you're doing right now. You're doing it on the internet. But
when
the internet first came out, people claimed it wasn't going to scale. It's not fast enough. It's impossible to.
Well, I wasn't one of those guys, but yeah, you're right. You're making a point.
It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing.
You're making a point. Well, it's not a. Look, here's from my position. When I see stuff like that,
yeah, because this is a gimmick.
I know it's a gimmick, but
to be a blockchain or a cryptocurrency.
How's it? It is a blockchain though. It is. It's on the blockchain. Everything's transparent. Everything's transparent. Everything's on the blockchain.
It's not even a blockchain.
What are you talking about, man? You got to do some more research. It is courses on the blockchain.
It's all a gimmick with Ripple.
Well, it's not a gimmick.
It's all a gimmick.
Well, here we go. So we're not gonna convince anybody today. Rick was a good enough sport to have the debate, man, and I appreciate it. You are awesome. And listen, man, from one former BTC maxi to another, listen, you made some good points today. There's no doubt about it, but it is on the blockchain. Check it out, do some research on it, and then check out the news coming out about Ripple every day. Banks will use it, but they're not the only ones that are gonna use it. So that's what I'm saying. Are the banks gonna use it? 100%. You wanna call it a banker's coin? I'm cool with that, but I'm just saying that.
Yeah, they're buddies. They're pretending to be something that they're not. Well, Ripple is pretending to be.
Well, I'm gonna come back here and see you once it moons, and we'll come back to the garbage, please, over here, to the Ripple wallet over there. But by the way, if you want to do it properly, call it by its real name. Ripple's the name of the company. XRP is the name of the cryptocurrency.
Yeah, I don't think anyone.
Yeah, I know. That tells me you don't know enough about what you're talking about when you call it the Ripple wallet. There's no such thing as Ripple. Right, but it's called XRP, man. Right. That's what I'm saying. It's XRP.
Right, I've heard that before.
Yeah, well, XRP is the digital asset.
Good enough. I think people get
digital asset. Monero is a good project as well. I like that project a lot. I don't see any Tron logos anywhere, but I like the concept of what you're doing here. And you got to get some, throw some extra. I see a lot of Bitcoin stuff, so that's cool.
What other coin would you like to see on the wall other than Bitcoin?
Let's see. I think if you pick anything out of the top 10, right here, man, you got it right here. Right up here on the shirt, pretty much. Well, there's some things on there kind of, I don't recognize some of those coins right there. I see Monero, I see a bunch of, there's a couple Zcash. Nah, maybe that's not a good example. That's a good example, hold it right there. That's a good example. So anyway guys, that's what we're talking about. I love the concept of this place. It's gonna take a little bit of work before these people figure out what XRP is. They gotta do a little more research. Rick has to do some more research, right? And as you can see. But it's XRP, man. We're talking about the digital asset. Ripple, the company, could die tomorrow. They could the whole place, San Francisco could blow up, in Singapore, wherever they are. XRP is gonna go. That's why. That's how it's decentralized. They do not need. The nodes also have to have consensus. The consensus, and look, you know
it's proof of stake.
That's right.
It's a whole bunch of guys that's controlling it. They want to print it.
But who's printing it? There's only 100 billion. That's all there's ever going to be. You're going to probably have 17 million tops because 4 million are lost forever, maybe more. So you'll only ever get 17 million.
Turn around. They got the private key. They can turn around and print some more.
Well, it's not. You don't print money. There's only ever going to be released the 100 billion. That's it. That's all there is that exists. It's only 100 billion. They don't control it. They have it in escrow, and then once they release it, that's it. They don't have any control over it. The nodes, which are run by people out there, validation nodes, but validation, but they don't run the nodes. How can they control it? You know who controls Bitcoin? China. China controls it because they do, and they do all the mining right now. Well, they do all the mining right now. They're mining it. They're mining it right now. Mining. Who's?
Anybody could mine. This is the beauty of Bitcoin. Anybody could mine.
Anybody can, but China's doing more than 50% of it. So.
It doesn't matter.
Rick says.
To secure the network, to cleanse the network.
Right.
To keep it from spam attacks.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but I want you to just do one thing. Just humor me once. Go home. Get on your computer, do a little bit of stuff on. Because I'm just saying, give
enough white
up.
paper to understand that everybody just want to print their own money.
But you keep saying print your own money when I tell you that there's no printing of it. It's already been done. That's what proof of stake is. It's already done. There's 100 billion of them, and they're going to release it. And they're going to release it. But why is Vitalik going to it? Why is Vitalik in for Ethereum?
Is another piece of garbage as well.
Oh boy, we got war words here.
It doesn't scale. No, who's going to use it? A couple of 100,000 people?
Wait, the guy who's got something that doesn't scale, saying it doesn't scale? Why did they build a Lightning Network? To fix the shortcoming in Bitcoin by itself, right? Because it doesn't have the ability to be able, it's a slow coin.
Right. But
and it has no use case. The use case I've already explained with XRP, that you can basically, it's a real bridge currency. You can actually take fiat from one point to another and move it.
The only thing you can say,
you'll never do that with Bitcoin.
Which is good, and if they can scale, that would be perfect, is the smart contracts. Okay, that's a great idea. But the shit can't scale. So who's going to use it if it can't scale?
But it can scale, man.
They've been promising that ever since they launched.
Right, but the thing about XRP, man, it's already scaling, right? That's why. So if you look at...
Right. XRP is using the same technology as Swift.
No, oh my gosh, son, you got to do some research. It's not. What are you talking about? Now you're getting crazy. Okay. We're getting crazy. Using this, it's competing against Swift. Swift takes 2 days for remittance payments. Right. This is instantaneous, man. I can send right now to my buddy in Sydney, Australia. He'll have it. Go ahead and send your Bitcoin. Pay what you want and see how long it takes to get there.
The difference between any coin, including XRP and Bitcoin, is the way Bitcoin came out. Bitcoin
it's first. It's first. There's no doubt. It has name recognition, but it doesn't have a real use case, other than the fact that I'm Bitcoin and I'm first. What is it?
Of course it does.
You can't move money in 4 seconds.
The innovation of Bitcoin is
what is the innovation?
Decentralization of it, and nobody pre-mined Bitcoin and give it to their friends when Bitcoin.
Who gave it to their friends?
I'm saying that's what XRP does.
What friends? Am I their friend? I bought mine on the exchanges.
Right, I'm talking.
What friends?
I'm pretty sure if it's transparent, I'm pretty sure you can see
it is
all the wallets.
Well, you can't see all the wallets.
Who has all the money?
Yeah.
Who pre-mined?
You can't see it all.
You can see all that.
You can see it's all in the blockchain.
See
You can look it up on the internet for yourself. I have looked it up. We look it up all the time. I follow an account that says whale, whale transfer, so I see every possible thing. It's on the blockchain, man. It's transparent.
It's writing these reports for Ripple about Ripple themselves.
Well, we're not gonna convert you today, man. I understand that, but I just want you to do some research, Rick. Do some research, my man.
I could, but
do some research. Do some research, man. He's not gonna. His heart's not gonna change today, but I do appreciate the fact that he took a little bit of time to hang out with us a little bit today, and talk to the BTC maxis out there, right? BTC maxis who are out there, but I'm offended by this because at least change the Ripple wallet thing to at least make that XRP, man. Come on now. Come on. There's no such thing as Ripple, man. Ripple is the company. The XRP is the digital asset. What's that? What's your name, man?
My name is Mark.
Mark, how you doing, Mark? I'm Steven.
Good to see you.
I do a channel called the XRP Minute. This obviously is longer than a minute, but I do this little thing, and I'm up here at the courthouse because I am right now waiting for jury duty. I'm a little jerk.
Unfortunately, yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I hate that, man. I hope I don't get
We all got to do it sometime.
at some point. So tell me what your thought is. Tell me what you think about Ripple and the company, what they're doing, and then tell me about the digital asset XRP. Like, 'cause you said you held it, so I'm pretty excited to hear what you got going on.
I trade.
You just trade. You day trade.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do day trading. I use bots.
Oh, you use bots. Arbitrage bots?
Gunbot.
Which one?
Gunbot.
How you spell that?
GUNBOT.
GUNBOT. Is that something you run on one of your own computers?
Device, yes.
You do. So you're running that on a Windows box or
Just a Windows box.
yeah.
And I'm running it.
And how does that work basically? What's the
Just put in the algorithms, and I do ping ponging usually.
Okay.
Different algorithms.
and what's your average take? Like what you don't have to give out specific numbers, but just give me like percentages.
Right now, I have it turned off because I'm here 7 to midnight.
Right. Gotcha.
But when I'm at home, it's running around 1% a day.
Nice, man.
On good days, it's more.
But do you ever go negative, or you just always running?
When
There's
the coins go down and the two pairs go down, of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
You're
up and
always-
down.
You're always attempting to accumulate.
But what would you say you are you mostly up though, or you think your percentages are like spent?
Oh, no, I'm down for the year.
Oh, you are down for the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot or
About half.
half? Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's why it's a good time to fill the bags, right?
Right. Well, that's the whole thing. It's still accumulating.
And so, what do you think about what are the coins you like out there? Like, what do you usually stick with? I mean, you have like a couple of your real projects you like.
Well, Litecoin's the one.
Litecoin's your one? Yeah.
The one that most of the people hear. Fast transactions. It's easy to use.
Yep.
And then low fees.
Gotcha. I like Litecoin too. I had some Litecoin. I got rid of it, but I did have a Litecoin for a while. I bought it, made a little bit of money on it, got rid of it. But yeah, I like Litecoin too. I mean, BTC. You hold any BTC at all?
Very little.
Very little. Yeah. I think that's all of us. I mean, it's not like you're gonna go drop let me drop $6,000 on it. It's like.
I want to try and keep it to basically Litecoin right now.
So Litecoin, yeah.
Over. If I'm not trading. When I'm trading, then I'm spread across.
I got to tell you, you're a better man than me. Trading, I've never done well with trading. I've always, it's a tough road trading, man. I mean, I don't know if
You have to go to a bot.
yeah, a
Otherwise,
bot.
You will drive yourself insane.
Yeah, well, I think a few of us out there have tried it, and you do need something to keep it sort of in check. You know what I mean?
It all goes by volatility.
Yeah.
And if you can handle.
So this is good, guys. We learned something new today about this bot. Maybe this is something we all need to look into. I don't know about the bot. Maybe it's a good thing, but we'll check it out.
It keeps us not awake 23 hours a day.
Right, that's the problem. That's why. Otherwise, you're like fidgety. You need a lot of
18 hours a
coffee.
day.
Right, 18 hours a day. Right, man. Well, thank you for talking to us. I appreciate that, man.
Thank you.
And then check it out. I'm gonna throw it up on the. If you look at the XRP Minute, I do live streamings too. Hey, Rick. What's up, brother? What you got there? Oh, look at this man. I like this guy, huh? All right, man. He's a good sport. Check that out. Right on there, man. He's a good man. Yeah. It's called the XRP Minute. Your favorite word, Rick. Your favorite word, the XRP Minute. You'll be up there, man. I'll upload it a bit later today. You'll be up there. Remember, it's called XRP Minute, not Ripple Minute. Just saying. So that's cool, man. I appreciate that. That's nice.
People actually catch the spoof of the Ripple versus XRP.
Yeah, right on. Well, that's good because some of us are somewhat more knowledgeable than others. But hey, I saw the Ripple thing and I was just like, hey, that's funny. They're having fun, I know. But you know what? Change that. There's plenty of other projects out there. I mean, I would pull something out of like the top 25.
We just had a grand opening last Wednesday.
Oh, really? This is new?
Yes.
Because I was gonna say I've never seen this here
We
before.
haven't even
Yeah, he called it the shit coin swap. I hear enough about that. You know what I think about projects? I don't use that word because some are gonna work, some are not gonna work. But I look at it like this: pick the one you like, get back the horse you want, and look, the market's gonna dictate how it shakes out in the end. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, for you, well, I know a lot of guys. You watch Bitcoin Ben at all out there? Yeah, Bitcoin Ben, I love him, man. And I've seen he's come on some of our live streams, not mine personally, but I'm part of another channel called The Zoo. And he's been on there, and he's a good guy, man. I really like him a lot. He's a good dude. Yeah, he's a big Litecoin guy, so that's why I thought I'd sort of mention him. But yeah, man, this is a cool concept, guys. I love this concept here. I hope you guys succeed. I hope to see you one day. You know, maybe we'll see a Ripple logo up there, the XRP. We'll see something, you know, up there. But all right, my man. Cheers. Thank you, brother. Okay guys, so that was one of those things that goes interesting. That would have been a lot more fun on a live stream, but it's kind of cool that it actually happened, and it was cool, man. I didn't expect to see a crypto cafe. Apparently they just opened last Wednesday, which is kind of cool. And if you see me getting really red, well, that's because I'm dying over here. I got a long sleeve shirt on, and that doesn't make any sense. So now I'm basically running out of time, but that was a lot of fun. You know, you get BTC Maxi, you're not going to convince him, but he was cool enough to give me a coin with the handshake. You know, usually he's like, the handshake gave me the old coin right there, which is cool, man. I'm not against Bitcoin in any way. I would love to hold more of it. Who wouldn't? I'm not one of those guys. I did hold some at one point, and you know, it can be different at different parts of, you know, it's like what project you like. And then right here, check this out, guys. Tarot card readings right there. Tarot card readings. See that? You find out different kind of cool things. Whoa, what's going on in here? This is some kind of a crazy place over here. So that's really it, man. I'm probably not gonna walk too much further because it's super sunny over there. I'll probably sign off right here. But anyway, that's my take. What's yours? Let me know in the comments below. Chip out.